Hey everybody, it's me, Tom again. Same day, but I'm moving on with this chair and I'm working on the arms. Anyways, I got my arm here in the vise and I have leveled this line from the middle of this through where where the front post is going to attach. We've got a line drawn there and I have leveled that line. Leveled it. Got it tight in my vise. And then I'm going to take my tenon cutter. And you guys probably, I guess you saw me use it for the tenons on the rungs. I've got a safety thing and everything on it. I've got a depth stop in there. So anyways, the difference now is I've got this long extension with a level on it. Hope you can see that. There's a level right there. And so I can, well, first of all, I need to put my chamfer on there so I can get my thing started. But now, with this long extension, I can get that started on there, and I can, I'm going to put that on level, and so that's my up and down, and then this long extension, I'm just going to aim this back, the sideways, and I'm going to, it's a lot different than a drill press. I'm going to push hard, but I think I've got it whittled down enough so it'll go right on there. There it is. All right, that white oak is tough stuff. But anyways, now I've got a tenon on there, 3/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to dress it down. When I shape this up, I'm just going to dress that down to that, just like we did the rungs. So, it just looks like it's shaved right into the hole. Anyways, that's how I do that. If you don't have a tenon cutter, you're just going to have to make that by hand. Now, another thing I'll tell you right now is that's the same tenon cutter and the same drill bit as we did for those rungs. And those rungs, we made them a real tight fit, differential moisture content fit. This is not dry. It's not been in the kiln. And so I'm not expecting this to be such a tight fit. That's not the way it is, but I am going to cut a slot, a kerf in this one, and we're going to put a wedge in this to hold it in. Okay? So I'm going to set this down over here, and I'm going to move the camera. I'm getting pretty high tech. So I'm going to move the camera around to the drill press. So here's the drill press. Maybe I'll move it up a little bit. Oh, too tight. All right. So there's the drill press. And, we marked this all out last time. Marked that circle out. And one of the reasons why I marked that circle out is so, one, I know where the center is. And on this big drill bit here, it does have a point in the middle, but it's like hard to see exactly where the middle is when you go to drill. And so that's why I do the whole outline of the circle, because I actually look at the outside of the drill bit and line it up with these outside marks. But what I decided to do today is and I told you I was going to drill a hole all the way through anyways, So I took my little 1/8 inch bit and I drilled that hole first, all the way through. And I just figured if I did that, I would have a place for that bit to start. And it would be right in the right place, right there. You know, it's like a center drill in machine shop work. So I've got a start in place for my bit. And this one I've already got drilled 1/4 inch deep. And so I'm just gonna, and I set my stop on there. You know, these are the same thickness. So I should just be able to drill this one down to the stop and be good. So there, I got that one drilled. Easy as that. 1/4 inch deep. That's a quarter of this thickness. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and do it quick while I'm at the drill press. Got my 5/8 inch Forstner bit. I'm going to put it in there. And I'm going to drill it from both sides. Oh, gotta take my stop off. I just drilling it from both sides so I don't get any tear out on either side. So there's that hole through there. That's right where the peg is going to fit. Peg is going to go right in there like that eventually. But that's just by doing that on the drill press right here, like I said before, that just saves, you know, when we drill the 2-inch hole by hand, this just saves that much drilling, 3/4 of an inch of drilling by hand. So those are drilled. Now that those are drilled, when you're doing your shaping, you know where these holes are and stuff, and you can get as close to them or as far away from them as you want. It's just another kind of reference to work towards. Now then that I've got, these holes drilled and these tenons on there, I can completely finish these to their exact shape that they're going to be when they get put in the chair. So anyways, let's see, that's the other thing. I've still got to make my wedges. I haven't made them yet. But I need to have 2 wedges that are the full width of the peg, because they're going to be the ones that are on the top here. They've got to fill up the whole width of that hole on the top. So you need to have 2 wedges that are full width and are going to completely fill that space up. And then you need to have 4 wedges that are less than full width, and they're the ones that are going to be in the bottom of the hole for this little peg. And then there's going to be, you need 2 of them, and then you're going to need 2 the same little wedge for the end of the arms. Those arms are going to be wedged in also, so they need to be little just wedges. And when you're making those wedges, you got to remember that they are basically just filling up whatever kerf you have, plus a little bit squeezing or pushing out power. If you make those wedges too fat and you're trying to drive this down into a blind hole, or trying to drive the arm into the mortise, if those wedges are too big and won't go all the way in, it's going to mess up your alignment. So they've got to be, carefully made. And then they've got to completely disappear. They're only going to be, these little bottom wedges, they're only going to be probably not even a half an inch long. Like about 3/8 of an inch long is all they need to be. You got to start them a little bit, and then when you put this piece in, you drive it in and it pushes the wedge up into this kerf, and it needs to go all the way in. Anyway, that's a little bit of talk about that. And there, one time in Fine Woodworking, I'm pretty sure it was, there was a whole article about that wedging and what you think about when you do wedging. I don't have the article myself. I know I read it one time. I gave all my Fine Woodworking magazines away, except for this one. Here's a picture I'm going to show you that I told you about last video. But here's the picture I showed you of the guy drilling. See, make sure I get it in the, see that? And that even looks like he's got an auger bit, old auger bit. Here's a picture of the arm dowel. Now he doesn't show a wedge in the bottom, but I put a wedge in the bottom there. I don't know if he shows anything about the arm. It doesn't show about the arm, but maybe there's a wedge in there. Anyways, hope you're doing well out there. I'm still getting along good and thankful, still thankful. Just an hour or two after that other video. But I'm going to continue on with these arms. We're getting close to the end of this. And I hope you guys can be thankful. And when I say guys, I mean everybody. Everybody. So don't be disturbed about that language. So I hope everybody out there is doing well and can be thankful. So I'll see you next time when I get some more information to show you. Bye now.